Hey, Grace, how you doing? All right, so this is what we have so far. So it's an interesting crop. I think it's a really super interesting technique. I'm not so sure it's going to work for this assignment, though. I just find it to be interesting, almost in a cubist kind of way. And that's a kind of a really neat thing. But again, I'm just not sure if this is right for this assignment. Let me explain what I mean. So what I want you to do. Okay, I just something that my computer's down here. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. So what I want you to do is this: is I want you to take a look. I'm just going to show you a technique, a couple of techniques here. Okay, and this is kind of what we're shooting for, especially something like this. Okay, and I think it's really important that we follow that kind of workflow just to adhere to the requirements of the assignment being of an actually flat avatar, as opposed to this like kind of really this is almost avant-garde technique where it's a super close crop. You've got a mixture of tone working with hardline and kind of creating this kind of dimensional ambiguity, which I think is cool. But again, I'm not sure if it's going to work for a postage stamp. The reason being is because we've got some techniques here that are covered that need to be shown proficiency. Look, if this was if this wasn't a flat avatar assignment, I'd say run with this. It's going to be really different. That super close crop. But it's going to be really, really difficult. Now, if you want to do a super close crop like this, definitely, by all means, absolutely do so. But what I want you to do at this point is this. I'm going to jump over to week 6. And if you haven't taken these yet, definitely take them. Week 6, Iconic American. I'm going to stamp begin. Okay, there's a tutorial right here. All right, you want to click that open. Let me show you what it looks like, just so you know, so you can recognize it when you get there. But it's this guy right here. It's this guy right here. Okay, and this is a great tutorial on how, it's not the greatest portrait, but it's a wonderful tutorial on how this technique works. Then go over to week 7, take a look at this video. Definitely look at this technique here, Marilyn. And then when you're done with Marilyn, and don't be afraid to pull your computer out and start working along with these little techniques. Like, look at that, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely flat. So, and then there's other techniques that employ a little bit, see now starting to add some dimension. And there's other techniques that add a little bit more technique. So take a look at these 3 videos as well. And then I would like you to kind of revisit where we're going here. Also, it's a really good idea when you're showing something that's going to be kind of compared to the other, which in this case, we're doing an illustration based off a photograph. So it'd be a really good idea to show the photographs just so when we look at it, we can kind of look at things like hard line, facial structure, and placement, and proximity and spatial relationships and things like that to assist you in the general mechanics of the illustrations. So think about that. Okay, so yeah, I know that you said that I mean, we're all crunched for time. Every one of us is crunched for time this week. It's a busy, busy week, and last week was busy too. So I'm sure, everybody's in the same boat here. And I get that. I totally understand. So let's do this. Just keep working the technique. Get with me if you need help, and if you want to resubmit, please, by all means, have at it. If you want to resubmit before the end of the week, I'll be glad to provide further comments. So, all right, thank you very much.